What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the upcoming operators that are scheduled for Season 1 of MW3. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, we got plenty of brand new coverage going up over on dkdynamite.com, expanding on all the content you're seeing here on the channel, just in the form of articles on the website, and plenty of tweets, of course, every single hour on Detonated's Twitter. Now, earlier today, I made an emergency video talking about the brand new leak that surfaced from the press in regards to early access for Black Ops 2024 round-based zombies. I know it's crazy. Season 1 hasn't even started yet for the new Call of Duty, which just released a couple of weeks ago, and there's already a ton of rumors and leaks for Treyarch's next premium Call of Duty, which comes out around a year from now. I know it's wild, but that video is linked down below. Now, today we did get a usual Wednesday playlist update inside of MW3. We got the addition of gun games, surprisingly, right? I don't think we ever had a new mode get added during the preseason window. We also got Rust 24/7, 10v10 mosh pit, and a triple XP event, providing a boost to player, weapon, and battle pass XP across the board. Today's also the last day you can complete the True Legends Endowment event. For those out there that want their hands on a free universal camo known as Brave Stripes, you got to go ahead and unlock, I think it's 213,000-ish XP to finish the entire event and get your hands on 10 free rewards. As a reminder, by using the Endowment Operator skin, you also get more progress and more XP towards the event itself. All proceedings for the Endowment bundle, as a reminder, also go straight to veterans. That's how every endowment has worked across the COD franchise. But something you guys probably haven't seen before, which I did on screen earlier this morning, is somebody unlocking Orion camo, the MW2 mastery camo, inside of MW3. Now, I was one weapon away from unlocking that mastery camo, and all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? Let's just wait until MW3 comes out to go ahead and finish that off and see that animated camo pop up inside of a game where you can carry forward your mastery camo progress. You've never seen something like that before, so figured I'll do something pretty unique on stream for you guys, for those out there that probably haven't seen, like myself, a clip of somebody unlocking last year's camo inside of the new COD. Now, there's also a new Amazon Prime gaming bundle you can go ahead and unlock inside MW3. It is the Sherbert pack, which I believe was something that cost upwards of like 1,100 to 1,800 COD points in MW2. If you know the exact price, leave it down below in the comments. But this is a bundle for MW2's weaponry, but because of carry forward, you can use these new blueprints inside of MW3. So we have a Sugar High Lockman sub, a Head Rush Cast Off 545, a Death by Sherbert loading screen, as well as a charm and an emblem. As I've always said, I think it would be cool if people out there that bought this bundle and have a Prime subscription could get reimbursed in COD points or something. Maybe they'll make that work at some point in the future. But again, these are of course pieces of content for MW2, which will transfer into MW3 if you're using the same Activision account. But now going into the operators we should be seeing in MW3 Season 1, we should be seeing at minimum 3 brand new operators, about 1 to 2 in the Battle Pass, 1 through Blackcell if you do buy that $30 bundle, as well as some other operators featured in future bundles for MW3 Season 1. As of now, there's been absolutely zero leaks in regards to new operators through bundles. We only have information about new operators through the Battle Pass or other means, as I talked about briefly in my previous Season 1 video. It's looking like Season 1 will likely add in upwards of like 20, possibly even 30 new bundles. During the preseason window, we've seen nothing except the Endowment Pack, which I just talked about a second ago, as well as the re-release of the Oni Combat Packs to release exclusively on PlayStation as of last year. But there will likely also be a new Combat Pack for the Lockpick Operator, a current Sony exclusive that again will be available on Xbox and PC a good year or so from now. But in regards to our 3 new characters here, we have Nolan, that's Makarov's right-hand man from the campaign, who we also saw in the Shadow Siege event, somebody named Ash, and somebody named Maestro. Now, fun fact, right, is that it's looking like right now Season 1's Battle Pass and Season 1's theme is going to be centered around Coney, since Nolan is going to be the face of the season, probably the operator you see on the roadmap, as you can see in Fajardi's concept art as well. Maestro is apparently a new boss we're going to see in the Fortress on Urzikstan, so it'll be something that we really haven't seen before, which is a zombie boss or some type of mercenary AI that we face off against that also ends up being a playable operator in a different mode. That's going to be cool. I mean, imagine playing as Maestro and then going up to fight the Maestro AI inside of a fortress. That's going to be cool to see. Again, unless that leak was misinterpreted, that's apparently what's going to be the case with that character. And we could have gotten our first look at the Blackcell skin, as I talked about in my previous Battle Pass video. There's a couple of frames and shots across different MW3 promotions, which may have given us our first look at Blackcell. So either this character we see in some of these promotions is Maestro or Ash or somebody else entirely, but I figured I'd bring that up real quickly for those out there that wanted a bit of a sneak peek at some upcoming operators. Now, prior to the full launch of the game, a new leak did surface from the usual Twitter data miners that apparently Laswell will eventually become a playable character inside of MW3. It's totally plausible that at some point during Season 1 or a future season, she just gets added in through a random bundle. It could even be one for Season 1, or we'll end up seeing Laswell Laswell as like the face of a season in the future, whether it's on the front of the roadmap, whether it's the Battle Pass operator. Totally plausible. Figured I'd bring that up real quickly for those that are wondering when she could be dropping. She could end up just being a random bundle that gets added in January, closer to the Reloaded update of Season 1. Totally wouldn't rule that out, but there's also a leak that surfaced in regards to an Undead Santa operator pack. So as of now, it's unclear if that's an Undead Santa boss like Krampus from Vanguard's Christmas event that kind of just walks around in MP or Warzone and can kill you, or you can kill him for some extra loot, or is that going to be an actual skin through a bundle? Probably the latter, but there is going to be a Christmas event that we'll talk more about in a future video. That's going to be dropping at some point in, I suppose, mid-December, but we likely will be seeing some type of Christmas-themed operator skins or new operator entirely that we'll talk more about in the future. But what's also interesting is that Season 1 is bound to have a crossover with some licensed property, whether it's a TV series, whether it's from a movie. As of now, there's rumors in regards to a collaboration with The Boys and even The Walking Dead, so it's totally plausible that new operators do get added later in Season 1 that could feature Billy Butcher, A-Train, Queen Maeve. I mean, you could even go as far as Daryl Dixon. That would be sick, but there is a new Walking Dead TV show featuring Rick and Michonne, the ones who live, so they might even become playable operators at some point in Season 1, unless that's being saved for maybe early to mid-2024. Then again, The Boys Season 4 also launches, I believe, in spring, so they might be saving these collaborations for much later next year, but the fact they leaked out so early has me thinking that they might be dropping as soon as Season 1 or even by Season 2. But something I mentioned previously on the podcast is that with this launch window for MW3, it's a bit of a different one than what we've been accustomed to over the last couple of Call of Duty entries. Instead of having this preseason window where there's a bunch of milsim operators running around and then Season 1 kind of rolls out a couple of interesting skins, but they still remain grounded, instead of all of that, we just jumped right into absolute craziness with everybody out there running their celebrity and psycho skins from MW2 last year, and I want to predict that Season 1 of MW3 will probably feel like a Season 7 in terms of cosmetics, where they just jump right into doing insane collaborations, reactive skins, goofy ones, crossover ones, and then we start getting things like Tracer Blueprints, possibly Mastercrafts again, which Vanguard had, and Sledgehammer also developed that game. So I do think we're going to be ramping up the cosmetic side of MW3 pretty quickly as soon as Season 1 begins. So expect a lot of things when it comes to operator skins, blueprints, the works. But then again, if the first battle pass we're about to get is Coney themed with Nolan being front and center, we would also expect some Coney or Shadow Company themed outfits added as cosplays for different characters. Could even be getting some Coney themed operatives or actual new Coney operators added in Season 1 as well. I wouldn't rule that out. Now, new images have also leaked out, which I can't show you on screen for obvious copyright reasons, of the CDL operator skins we're going to be getting in MW3 Season 1. These are obvious data mined images of what the models look like. Can't show you that, like I said, but if you want to go ahead and check out the images for yourselves, you can obviously find these Twitter leakers very, very easily. Now, Ranked Play is currently rumored to release at some point during Season 1 Reloaded, and it is being developed by Treyarch, and that's going to be both a multiplayer ranked mode and even a Warzone ranked mode. MP for sure will come out relatively soon, probably either before the new year or right after it. Warzone Ranked Play is still a bit unknown right now, but without a doubt we are going to get brand new CDL operator skins that aren't just outfits for other characters, but are completely separate operators entirely at some point during Season 1. But the last thing I'll end with, and no, I didn't forget about this, what about Task Force 141, or even some of our villains like Makarov? Will they end up getting new skins at some point in Season 1? I think it's totally plausible that in terms of Task Force 141, maybe we get a couple of outfits or two, or a few bundles that offer some of them, but I think sooner than later we're going to end up getting another way to play as Makarov. For those out there that didn't get the Vault Edition, I'm sure they'll end up being a bundle for his character, or a type of challenge event allowing you to unlock him for free. Something of that nature will probably be added sooner than later, like I said, but if that's going to be Season 1 is currently an unknown, but still, if they're going to treat Season 1 like a Season 7, where the skins and cosmetics and the offerings, the crossovers are through the roof, then I'd expect a lot of offerings for a lot of the fan favorite characters that are currently in this game. And yeah, there's obviously that unreleased soap skin that was from MW2's campaign. There's that Task Force 141 camo from Faction Showdown, which also never came out. So I think all of that is very possible to release during the first major content drop with Season 1. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the operators we know so far for MW3 Season 1? Will there be more than 3? And how many will end up dropping via an upcoming crossover or even some bundles? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.